Tonight, more passengers are now coming forward to talk about their experiences getting sick on board a Jacksonville-based cruise ship. We first told you Sunday when several people had to be treated for gastroenterology, or rather gastrointestinal symptoms on board. Then we heard from people saying their illness was more severe than just a regular stomach bug.
Claire Alfrey is on your side. And Claire, you spoke with a doctor about how to prevent these types of viruses from spreading. Tell us more.
Yes, sicknesses of dozens of passengers, they're happening for staying on Carnival Elation contracted on board is still impacting their health today. I spoke to more passengers and a health expert about how these severe symptoms are changing future travel plans. Brandy Moore from North Carolina says her dream family vacation on Carnival Elation turned into a nightmare overnight after her first full day at sea.
My husband told me that he wasn't feeling well. He gets up, goes to the bathroom, he comes back, and by the time he can sit back down, I sat up and immediately got sick.
She and her husband were one of the first passengers to have what Carnival Cruise Lines reported as gastroenteritis, also known as a stomach flu. I sat down with Dr. Shalika Katugaha, Assistant Medical Director of Infectious Diseases for Baptist Health, who says even though Brandy is not her patient, this is something she sees from patients after they come home from cruises.
They don't have to wait to come back to talk to their doctor locally. They can, there's usually a cruise line physician who can help you.
First Coast News found Carnival Elation CDC inspection report from last summer, seeing violations for the way they were maintaining their food services. Carnival reported back to the CDC the same day that they fixed those problems, but Carnival Elation hasn't been inspected since. Despite the dozens of passengers coming forward about their sicknesses, the Carnival Elation is already back on the water, which makes Brandy concerned not only for the next passengers, but the crew.
One of the nurses had told me that half the crew was also sick and that they were just working around the clock the best they could.
Now, Brandy shares how today she discovered an additional charge on her credit card for her and her husband's medical attention. Carnival gave her family a $190 cruise credit for their next trip, but they're still unsure if they will use it after her experience aboard Elation. Claire Alfrey, First Coast News, on your side.